What's going on, fellas? What's going on, YouTube? I got an email Saturday um, from a subscriber, and he had a couple questions. Uh, he's a company driver. He lives up in Fresno, but he's gonna go get his truck, and he's getting paid with the 1099. And he was wondering if he should get a DBA. A DBA is do business ads. So let me get to the DBA part first. Um, if you have just the DBA, in other words, just the name of the trucking company, it really doesn't mean anything. Uh, what happens with the DBA is you go to a courthouse, city hall, whatever, and ask to have your DBA published. They got to publish it for 30 days, and after 30 days, they'll send you a certificate saying, okay, your DBA has been published. You can slap it on your truck. A DBA is really not it's not worth getting, because if you think by you being a truck driver and just getting a DBA, your CA number and your DOT number, because he was also explaining to me that he's only going to run in California. So I'm assuming him and his buddy uh, only stay in California. They only run California, which is a good thing. So if you think that by getting a DBA, you're going to get credit as a company, you're not. The DBA is no good without the LLC. Yeah, once you buy that truck, they will send you a EIN number, which we use for road taxes as well. A EIN number is also applied to a LLC, but for somebody that doesn't have an LLC or is not incorporated somehow, that EIN number is worthless. The only thing it's good for is to pay your road taxes. Now, his question was, so should I go get a DBA since I'm getting paid with the 1099? I mean, you can go get a DBA, but me personally, I think you're just throwing your money away. And you can go get the DBA and then have the checks written down as your DBA. But keep this in mind: if you're not an LLC, you're just DBA. You just got a DBA name. When you go to the bank is going to ask you for your DBA name. They're also going to want to see the certificate. And then they're going to ask you if you want to use your social security number or you want to use your EIN number. Now, if you just have the DBA, you'll see. Once you give them your EIN number, it's not worth nothing, So, and on your bank card, it'll say your DBA name, but at the bottom, it'll say your personal name. Because opening up a bank account, you could do that. You could put your DBA, but you're using your social security number. So a DBA is not looked at as a company yet, unless you have an LLC or you're incorporated somehow. Now, once you get the LLC, the DBA will get married into the LLC, and the EIN number that you had before, you would have to call your state capital and get another EIN number that will marry into your DBA and LLC as well. Once you have an LLC or you're incorporated, that's when your company starts getting credit. That's when your company starts getting recognition as a company. But just as a DBA, you're not getting credit for it. You're not being recognized as a company. Now, I'm telling you this because I have a DBA, but I'm not LLC or incorporated. So when I went to open up my bank account with my DBA, that's what happened. I gave the clerk, the bank guy, my EIN number, but it wasn't worth nothing. Nothing came up as far as my DBA name. So even though I showed him the certificate of the DBA being published for 30 days, it still didn't come up as my EIN number because again, I'm not LLC. So I had to use my social security number. So on my credit card and my bank card, I have the name of my company, and then at the very bottom I have my name. So that's what I'm telling you. The DBAs alone are just worthless. I mean, you could put on your truck after you get your insurance, your CA, your motor carrier permit, and your DOT number. You can put Victor's Trucking, Victor's Transportation, whatever it is that you want. You don't necessarily have to go get a DBA to slap on your truck. You can put your first and last name. You can put your last name and transportation or trucking, whatever it is that you want. So DBAs, I don't recommend it unless you have an LLC. As far as the 1099, again, you can get that 1099 written under your name, or if you choose to go get a DBA, the company will sign that check under your company's name. But again, once you go cash that check, your company's not really getting credit for it. Your social security number is getting credit for it, but not your company because you're not incorporated. So just keep that in mind. Getting a DBA doesn't necessarily mean that you're being looked at as a company and your company's getting credit for whatever it is that you're spending on the DBA, because you're not. Your social security number is getting credit for it, not your trucking company name. So if you guys were thinking about getting a DBA without an LLC or without incorporating yourselves, me personally, I just think it's a waste of money. I wasted my money getting a DBA. I shouldn't have got a DBA because I'm not incorporated nor LLC. All right, people. I hope this video was informative for you guys. If you're out there driving, drive safe, be safe. We'll see you guys in our next video.